Oh, for God's sake, I'm trying to do coursework here. I should have put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Wait, what? No, really? Yes! Finally! The UK's tallest roller coaster approved! You environmental agency! Those of you who watched my last video on Project Exodus will know that Thorpe Park were facing a lot of trouble from the environmental agency, and they'd essentially put this condition in place that if this roller coaster was to be improved, they'd have to consult with the Secretary of State, etc. Otherwise, legal consequences would be faced. A hell of a lot of stuff has happened since then. Thorpe Park essentially responded to the environmental agency, claiming that there was a previous agreement in place that Project Exodus didn't breach whatsoever. They'd been fine with all the investments in the past, therefore they couldn't understand why they had a problem with this particular ride. Along with that, we also got a response from the council essentially saying the same thing, that they were on Thorpe Park's side. The real excitement then came last month when all our theories about the council supporting Thorpe Park came true, when they held a committee meeting in which Project Exodus was discussed and indeed given the go-ahead, which meant they only needed to cross one last hurdle. And today, the 1st of November 2022, marks the day when the Secretary of State has essentially said that they're not going to take it in for any kind of review. They're more than happy to give it the go-ahead, as confirmed by Jack Silkstone on social media. So yes, Project Exodus is now 100% confirmed, approved finally. Honestly, I can't wait to see the UK's tallest roller coaster come to what is, in my opinion at the moment, the UK's best theme park. We're getting a massive 236 foot roller coaster in Old Town. It's a shame that Creek Freak Massacre's having to close, although Josh and Danielle are probably glad about that because I accidentally pushed them into a wall trying to run out there while I was being chased by a chainsaw and I was scared. But nevertheless, I think that a huge new roller coaster is a very worthy replacement. Now, what I will say is that I'm sick of hearing jokes about the big one and how Amanda Thompson's going to be really upset. Well, I'm sure Amanda Thompson's really upset and she should probably stop spending money on fireworks and get a brand new ride, because I want something done with the land where FY4 is. But just come on, just give it a break and go and do something more else useful with your lives. Big One is an incredible ride in its own right. It's my second favourite operating roller coaster in the country. It's an old classic, it does give airtime, and if you bother to visit the place in any time other than February when it's cold and windy, then you'd know that. Big One is still an amazing ride in the UK and will continue to be. I don't see Project Exodus as much as a threat to it at all, really, because, I mean, at the end of the day, they're on other sides of the country, and, like, let's be honest, the fact that it's taken practically 30 years to smash the Big One's record is just absolutely pathetic. My camera's decided to be a muppet on me and die, so I'm doing this bit on my phone, but as I did say before, I experienced Creek Freak Massacre, and that was one of my first ever scare attractions. Go and watch the video on the right side of your screen to see me experience Thorpe Park Fright. That's my first ever scare event. Sod off, camera. Ridiculous.